Should you have an IRA or a Roth IRA in addition to your 401k? Absolutely you should. I'll tell you why. That and more coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Great article in the Wall Street Journal just a few weeks ago, why you should have an IRA in addition to having your 401k at work. And I'm actually going to broaden that. I think the author intended it to mean IRA or Roth IRA. To me, there's no question that you should, and the article highlights 3 reasons. I agree, although I'm going to phrase them a little bit differently. Most of all, okay, I would tell you that we believe in comprehensive financial planning, that you should have a view of all 6 areas of your financial life when you're making financial decisions. And out of that, one of the byproducts is oftentimes we're looking for tax diversification. And that's one of the reasons why it would make sense, likely, to have additional accounts, an IRA or Roth IRA, in addition to your 401k. And so having that planful approach oftentimes means you're going to look bigger than or broader than just having your workplace retirement plan. But let's get into the main reasons why you should have more than just your 401k. You should have an IRA or a Roth IRA instead, or in addition. And the first reason is it's going to allow you to save more money for retirement. And that's a no-brainer. But when we're doing comprehensive financial planning, and you need that approach as well to your financial life, you've got to look at all 5 factors to determine if you're on track for retirement. And oftentimes as you're doing that, you're going to look at, well, how much am I saving right now? And is that, along with the other 4 factors, is that enough to keep me on track? Am I on track to retire when I'd like to? And if you're not, one of the things that you can do is you can increase how much you're saving. And I love this strategy, and oftentimes we help clients get this implemented. I love the strategy of contributing as much as you can to your 401k, whether that is reaching the maximum or certainly getting the full company match, but then also maxing your Roth IRA or an IRA, where you're contributing as much as you can to the 401k, and you're also contributing to the Roth IRA. Your contribution limits to the 401k this year, $22,500. If you're age 50 or older, add another $7,500 of catch-up contribution, so $30,000 if you're age 50 or older. For most people, that's enough. That's plenty. But if you're going to contribute out of pocket from either some other windfall that you received, a gift from some family members, maybe you got a big tax refund that you weren't expecting, maybe you did get a bonus, and before you could have that bonus sheltered into your 401k, it was paid out to you. And so in addition to those 401k contribution limits, same apply to 403bs, you can also contribute up to $6,500 into an IRA or Roth IRA, assuming you're eligible based on your income levels. So, obvious reason why you'd want to have an IRA or a Roth IRA in addition to your 401k is because now you have more contribution limits. You can contribute even more towards retirement. The second reason why you're gonna want to have an IRA or Roth IRA in addition to your 401k is it can lower your tax bill. And that's what the article states. I would say it differently, because of the proactive tax planning that you're able to do. So here's an example. When you're getting your taxes done every year, most people think, well, that's my tax work for the year. No, that's a completely reactive process. You're reacting, you're not being proactive, and you're not being opportunistic. Every year when you get your taxes done, you need to ask yourself 3 questions. And 1, do I understand where all the numbers are coming from? Is this an accurate return? Did I get all the deductions? That sort of things. So you need to review your current tax return to make sure you understand where every number is coming from. 2, are there any tax planning opportunities that you can do right now for last year before you file this return? And one of those is being able to fund an IRA or a Roth IRA. You've got up until April 15 to do that, or the tax filing deadline. By the way, the third question that you need to answer every year that when you're getting your taxes prepared is anything changing in my financial life or my tax picture for this year that I need to adjust my tax planning approach for right now? Okay, so those are the three questions. But that second one is the key. When you're doing that proactive tax work, when you're looking ahead at what the opportunities are for you to pay the least amount of tax over your lifetime, a lot of times right at the, we've got a tax return ready to go. It's completely filled out. We're reviewing it with a client and hey, you're looking at about a $3,000 refund. You haven't fully maxed out your Roth IRA. I know this refund's coming and obviously that will help with cash flow, but what if you took $2,000 right now and contributed to your Roth IRA? That would max it out and then you'll get this $3,000 refund, something like that. While that wouldn't offer tax savings today because it'd be the Roth IRA, all that money would be sheltered from future taxes and would save you taxes in the future. Say it differently. We've finished a tax return for someone and it looks like one individual, one spouse has contributed towards retirement and is getting the maximum retirement savers tax credit, but the other spouse didn't contribute to retirement at all because they were staying at home with the kids or something like that. They could contribute $2,000 to their IRA, bring that adjusted gross income down a little bit lower, make sure that they both qualify for the retirement savers credit and increase their refund, right? That would improve their tax picture today. So the 401k, now that hopefully your 401k has a Roth feature as well, you can contribute both pre-tax and Roth. So you should be making that decision proactively and doing that tax planning. But having an IRA or a Roth IRA in addition to that 401k gives you more opportunities for that proactive tax planning work. And the third reason why the article states that you should have an IRA or Roth IRA in addition to your 401k, I completely agree. I would have put this as number one, the primary reason, and that is wider or broader or more investment choices. Within your 401k, you are limited in what you're able to invest in. And there's been lots of studies out there as folks are trying to figure out, well, how can we encourage people to save more? And the more investment, this is what the study says, it's not my opinion. The studies have shared that if you have more investment choices available within your 401k, that is more confusing and therefore inhibits people from contributing. People are less likely to contribute the more investment choices you have. Well, for a savvy investor, you want a lot of investment choices so that you can sift through and find, number one, great investment choices, and number two, a broadly diversified investment mix so that you've got investments that cover the full gamut of a diversified portfolio. Well, because of this need or the hope to encourage more people to contribute to the 401k, oftentimes that investment options, your choices are limited to maybe 10 or 15 investments plus some target date funds. That often means you're not finding the cream of the crop investment choices, number one. And two, that often means you're not usually able to build a well-rounded diversified portfolio where you would have access to things like, real estate or commodities or emerging markets and those sorts of things. You might see that list and say, oh, I don't want to invest in any of those. Well, they're all cyclical. So right now, some of those might be challenged. Real estate, the outlook obviously is a little tricky with interest rates and whatnot. But those are areas, those are small pieces of what should be part of your broadly diversified investment portfolio. And if it's not available to you in your 401k, how do you get access to them? Well, investing in an IRA or a Roth IRA, you then have access to really almost unlimited investment choices depending on where you hold that IRA or Roth IRA. Further, the 401k is really just appropriate for a buy and hold investment strategy. And that should be the bulk of your investment strategy, if not all of it. So I'm not, that's not a negative. But if you want to have an additional strategy, and we strongly believe in having multiple investment strategies to get even further diversification, if you can only have one investment strategy within the 401k, then an IRA or Roth IRA gives you access to other investment strategies, momentum or hedging or other sorts of investment strategies that can complement, that can work together with the 401k. So having an IRA or Roth IRA in addition to your 401k will help you have the ability to save up more for your retirement. You'll have more tax planning opportunities for you, and you'll have wider investment choices, more investment choices. So I would strongly encourage you to be working with your certified financial planner as you build out that 5-factor retirement plan. I'm confident there's going to be a legitimate reason, a good reason to have an IRA or a Roth IRA in addition to just your 401k. Work with your CFP to get that in place. I mean, not to mention that for a Roth IRA, typically most people, for that tax diversification I mentioned, you're going to want to have some dollars in a Roth at some point, and you need to start that 5-year clock. So you're going to want to have a Roth IRA open just to start that clock. But further, most people don't spend their entire careers working at the same employer. Typically, people change jobs every 4 to 6 years, and as that happens, your old retirement plan at your old employer, likely you're going to want to roll that over to an IRA or Roth IRA and receive these benefits. So work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.